Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Gillian and I am your friendly neighbourhood purse whisperer. I have not been here for a while, so to everyone who follows my channel, sorry. I disappeared and I kind of ghosted everyone and I am so sorry about that. But I am very happy to be back. I missed you all so much. If you're new here, on this channel, normally what happens is I do my weekly cash stuffings and we do some challenges and things like that. This week is going to be a wee bit different because I've not been here since November. This is my first video back and I'm here to explain where I've been, what's been happening, and also we have a nice sort of wad of cash to get stuffed. Now, although I've been away, I have been keeping up with my weekly cash stuffings. I have been consistent and I've also hit a few milestones. But this one in particular, I kept because this was always going to be my plan to do this one for you guys. I intentionally kept it. I finished this challenge in December and it's just been sitting waiting to get stuffed. I've not done it yet. Also, I'm actually raging right now because I filmed this video already, but I ran out of time because I waffled on so much. So I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to try not to do that this time. But yeah, I'm so happy to be back. I'm sorry I ditched you. I didn't mean to. But yeah, let's get into it. So first things first, before I tell you where I've been, I will let you know what's actually happening in this video. Now, as you may recall, if you are a returning subscriber, last year I was doing the penny challenge, which I hated. I despised this thing so much because the amount that I was ticking off each week was not enough. It was going to take like 5 years to finish. I don't have that amount of time for the payout. It wasn't worth it. So what I did was I ended up putting this into my budget for the last few weeks of 2022 so that I could get it done and dusted in a way, because it was actually giving me anxiety knowing that I wouldn't have it finished by the end of 2022. So I did that for the sake of me and for the sake of my husband. I got all this sorted. I finished it, I completed it, and that is where this cash has come from. I also added a wee bit more into it. It is now £700. So that's going to be getting stuffed into our wallets. I think the penny challenge is something like £667 once it's completely done, but I just rounded it up to the 700. So yay. This, I hate it. If anybody else is managing to do it, go you, yay, but it's not coming, well, there's a bit of a twist happening with it. Like, I've sort of got it going for this year, but it's a bit different. Oh, won't be that on the floor. Right, so we've got 700 buckaroos here. I've also completed some challenges and whatnot, but I'm going to keep that for another video. We'll do that next week when we do our weekly cash stuffing. Not doing my weekly cash stuffing on camera this week. This is purely the penny saving challenge and where it's going to go and what we're going to do with it and what's happening next. I'll tell you what's coming up next in the next couple of videos. Right, so I'll move these. First things first, let's start with the sort of short-term binder. So like weekly short-term stuff in here. Right, so food's getting nothing, household's getting nothing, personal's getting nothing, funeral's getting nothing, shopping is going to get £20. This is my very sophisticated note of where all the money is going to go. So shopping, this is supposed to be for clothes and things like that, but really it's just become my waxing wallet. Every couple of weeks I go and get waxed, so we should really just call it the torture wallet. It just gets used to rip hair from my body. TMI? Maybe? Sorry. Yeah, so while we're doing this, let's crack on with why I have been MIA. way back in November, that was when I posted my last video. Around about then, I ended up getting a honking stinker of a cold. So I couldn't film that week because I couldn't go 30 seconds without coughing, and it was like hacking up a lung coughing. It was terrible. It was awful. I would not put you through that. Then I lost my voice. And when it did sort of come back intermittently, it was kind of like Kathleen Turner, which she's got a lovely voice, but it just does not work for me. So there was that. That sort of took away about 3 weeks. Then we went into December, the Christmas madness started, work got mental, and Duncan also changed his role within the company that he works for. So although he worked from home, it was sort of flexi time. As long as he got his work done by the end of the week, he wasn't sort of like chained to the laptop. Now that his role's changed, he is in the house Monday to Friday, sitting at this table, working 9 to 5. And it would be kind of awkward if I was sitting here filming while he's sitting, like right there, because that's where he works, just right there. So yeah, that would be kind of weird. Also, I'm still not that confident filming in front of him. I don't know why. I'm just not. So yeah, so that happened, and then as the weeks went on and I didn't film, it just got easier and easier to not film, and then my confidence completely left me. So today I gave myself a kick up the butt. Duncan is away out with the boy, and I just thought, you know what, Gillian, do it, because if you don't do it, you're never going to do it. Get back to it, because I love it and I miss you guys. It's just, I love doing this. It's so much fun. I don't know why. I like playing with money and essentially talking to myself and loving it. It's great. Anyway, yep, so that's the gist of what happened. Wasn't well, got better, lost confidence. So we're trying to build that back up. Right, so time with friends. Now this is getting a good wee bung from this. We're putting £40 in here because we have stuff coming up, really. Birthdays and dinners and all that sort of jazz. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 170 and time with friends, and I think we're going to have to keep throwing some money at this one. If I don't know about you, but I have sort of like January, February, and March is mental. Absolutely. We've got so many birthdays and things happening in January, February, March. It's chaos. I actually have thought about starting a tracker for this time next year because I'm so unprepared. Right, pets. Pets is not going to get anything. This has changed as well for them. Now their food comes entirely from Catkin. So that gets paid for direct debit and it gets delivered to the house every month. So this is just a wee fiver that I put in here once a month, and it's like if they need, I don't know, a wee something in between their food getting delivered, but everything just it gets delivered to the door. It's amazing. Family fun. Right, family is going to be getting £20. Let's take it from here. This is just for any silly things that we want to do as a family, but Duncan normally foots the bill for that, to be fair to him. But this is just sort of like my contributions. So there we go. Now we are going to sort of like medium priority, things that we dip into every now and again, but not as often as that one. So Duncan, he's going to get £20, and this is going to be pretty much just saving up for his birthday. So now he has 20, 30, 40, 50. Cammy is also going to get 20. Now, we did take some money out of this wallet the other day because the boy was feeling a wee bit key. He's 12. That's what happens. Your mood sort of goes up and down, up and down, up and down. I decided to buy him something. Thought, do you know what? I'm going to get him a present. I'm going to cheer him up. I bought him a bottle of Prime. Now, has anybody else experienced the Prime craze? I couldn't get it anywhere. You cannot get it anywhere. It was torture trying to find it. So I went online, and yes, I spent overly odds on a bottle of Prime for the boy, but to see him, first of all, so excited, it was worth it. It was really worth it, and he's so chuffed with it, and I think he's probably going to keep the bottle and pretend that he's got Prime every day, I don't know. But yeah, so we spent some money, and that's what this one's for. It's like for fundies for the boy. So 20, 30, 45 he's got now. And yes, I did spend £9.95 on a bottle of Prime. Ridiculous, I know, but... so gifts. Yeah, right, we need to get a lot of cash put in here because... 1, 2, 3, 4... Putting 50 in here because I've got my friend's 40th, Duncan's sister's 50th, it's Mother's Day coming up, we've got a wedding to go to, so this one needs... Really needs stuffed. Yep. So we now we've got 50 in the bank. This is my £50 placeholder. This is from Golden Girls Monopoly. We've got 50 in the bank, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110. So we've got 110 in total for gifts, and we are going to have to ramp it up and get some more in there. ASAP. Dining out. Now this is for me and Duncan. This is for just when we go out by our two selves, and we decided last year that every single month we have a night where we go out. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, it could be just as we go to McDonald's, but it's just we go somewhere just for us and we do something just for us, our two selves. So we are putting 20 in this one because we've got... Really, when I think about it, we could have classed the wedding as one night out, but I got a bit squiffy one night while drinking wine, and we were playing, I think we were playing Trivial Pursuit. I thought it would be a really good idea to check and see what was on in the theatres, because I've not been to the theatre in a long time. I ended up booking his tickets to go and see Henry Rollins. Has anyone ever heard of Henry Rollins? He's an actor, and he sort of goes... I don't really know what he does. He kind of goes out into the world and travels and then tells you about it. I think that's what happens. I think he was on RuPaul's Drag Race once. I don't know. He's an interesting guy. He's not particularly funny. He's done some interesting things in his life. So yeah, we're going to go to the Pavilion Theatre and see Henry Rollins. Wine. I've now had my credit card confiscated for forever. I'm not allowed to book anything now when I'm drinking, which is fair enough. So right, okay, what we've got? Health. Right, health, nothing's going in here. I just spent all the money out of health. Just been to the dentist, just got new glasses, so we've got another good 6 months to a year to keep building this bad boy up. Halloween is going to get £10. I grossly underestimated this last year. We need a lot of money for Halloween. We take Halloween very seriously in this house. We don't need to buy as many decorations, but the problem is in June, that's June, July, that's when they start getting their Halloween decorations in TK Maxx. TK Maxx's Halloween decorations are epic. It just burns, the money just burns away when I walk into TK Maxx at Halloween. So yeah, I'm just going to keep stuffing this bad boy. 20, 30, 45. So 45 in here just now. Yes, if I spend £200 this year, I don't care. It keeps me happy. Christmas, again, grossly underestimated how much money I would need this year. Last year, sorry. So we're just going to keep chopping this up. I'm not going to put a cap on it. I'm just going to get as much as I can. So 20, 30, 40, 45 and 50 in Christmas. And that is that for there. Now we're moving on to our long-term binder. Oops. Right, long-term binder. So car. This is essentially our car maintenance. And we are going to add £100 in here because my car is very old and there's always something wrong with it. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. So we're always needing to maintain the car. We've got 1, 2, 3, 400 in the bank, plus 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 55. 555 there for car maintenance, which is great. I'm kind of hoping that I actually don't need to spend too much when it comes to MOT time, and I can use this as sort of a rather like car maintenance, like a new car fund, maybe, who knows. This here is for car tax and insurance, and it's also for home insurance, things like that, sort of annual bills is what this one's really for. So what we're going to put in here, what are we putting in here? We are putting in 25. So we'll stick 30 in, and we'll take this V5. So in here we now have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 110. Which is good because we don't actually have anything coming out of this wallet until September. That's when road tax is due. Road tax is September, car insurance is September, and home insurance is December. So this has got loads of time to just sit and build up. Right, our emergency fund is going to get 50. So 50 bucks. And right. So in our emergency fund we now have 1,000, 2,000 in the bank, 2,100 in the bank, sorry. That's 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30. So we've got £2,230 in our emergency fund, but we also have in utilities, this here is for extra gas and electricity. Now me and Duncan have been putting into this consistently for a year, just in case we get hit with astronomical bills, which so far they've been pretty bad, but we're coping. We've not had to dip into it yet, so we currently have 1,000 in the bank plus 30, so we've got 1,030. Now I had a bit of a eureka moment with this. This here is technically emergency money as well. It's for emergency if we get bills. If I add these two together, I've got over 300, no, not 300,000, well that'd be smashing. I've got over 3,000 in emergency funds, which means I now have 3 emergency trackers filled in. Now, if you are a returning subscriber, you will know that I was filling in the wee trackers that I made myself. So I had emergency fund 1, then I had emergency fund 2, we filled that in, and emergency fund 3. Technically, I've got 3 months, 3 whole months worth of bills paid off. That was the total at the time. I'm not entirely sure what it is right now. I can't math at the minute. But we've got over £3,000 sitting in emergency. So I'm going to slow down with this. Maybe just put in like a 5 or a 10 a week. And that's that. Also, because February and March are no council tax months, we've just been putting our council tax money into utilities. Rather than keeping it, we're just pretending that we're still paying it, but we're putting it in. So that we're extra gas and electricity. Oh, that was a waffle and a half. I'm so sorry. We're hitting like 18 minutes right now. So if you're still here, thank you. Right, so house and maintenance wallet, we are going to add in 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. So we now have 500, 1,500, 600, 1,700 in the bank, plus 20, 40, 60, 80, 820. 1,820 bucks we've got in our house and maintenance fund, and this is sort of house maintenance / deposit for a new house. So we'll see how that goes. Because we've done so well with our emergency fund, I'm hitting the house maintenance a bit harder. Right, appliances is going to get 20. This is just in case we, need a new cooker, washing machine, kettle, all those types of things. Vet. Now, As I said last year, my vet retired. He was a wonderful vet. He barely charged you anything. He did his job for the love of animals and he did it from home. My cats are too old to get any sort of insurance. They're 10 and 11. So we need to get them a good healthy emergency fund in case they have to go to the vet. So we are going to add £100 into here. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, oops, 100. 100. Right, let's get sorted. There we go. So we now have 1, 2, 300 in the bank, plus 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20, 3, 20, 40, 60, 84, 10, 20, 30, 40 and 5. So we now have 445 in here. I will be happy when I get up to 500. I'll be ecstatic when I get it to 1,000. Because we all know vet bills, they are spenny. Right, vacation. We are going to add £50 into here. We want to go on holiday this year. We don't know where. I think it's going to be a last minute dealio. But we all have to get our passports renewed and all that jazz. So we're just going to build this up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, anybody think anywhere good to go on holiday? Somewhere that's cheap but nice. Right, so we've now got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45 and 50. 150 and vacation. So I think that's 2 passports paid for. This here, don't have a label for it yet, but this is just sort of general savings, and I have decided to put 45 into here, and that is correct. Oh, woohoo! We managed to work it all out properly. That's us. All money's away. It's been spent. Right. Oh, get rid of it. Right, there we go. So in our general savings, we've got 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. I don't know what I'm saving for. This could be future savings. It could maybe go towards a new house, new car. I have no idea. But that is our penny challenge stuffed. And I kept this penny challenge especially for you. Every time I looked at it, every time I saw it, it was just that wee sort of, Jillian, get filming. Same with Nessie here. I've still been adding £2 and oh, she's heavy. She's really heavy. I did do a quick wee count a few weeks ago, and in £2 coins, she at the minute has somewhere between 130, 140. I've added a few coins in since then. Still not full, but getting there. I will open her up probably in the next few weeks, but I'll leave that for you. Now, this is something that I wanted to talk to you about and I wanted to ask you. No, I didn't want to talk to you about this and ask you about that. I wanted to ask you about savings challenges, but I'm going to leave that for another video because this one's getting long. Right, this is what I was going to show you. Now, penny saving challenge last year, I hated her. I hated her so much. But this year, we're doing it a bit different. We're still doing it, but we're doing it different, and I'm doing it so that it's more manageable and it's more fun. Right, what I did was I added up every week. So the last week is 25.34, week before that's 24.85. What I've decided to do is every week that I have enough money, I score one of them off. It's kind of the same thing as the penny savings challenge, but with a twist. Everything that I've been saving, I've been putting in here. So this here is all the pennies. I put them in bags, save them up. What I'm going to do is every quarter, so every 3 months at the end of it, I'm going to add all this up, get it changed into notes and stuff it. Now this first stuff in here is probably going to go into the vet wallet because I want to get that up to £1,000 as quickly as possible. But I think it's just going to make it that wee bit more fun. Every quarter, count and see what's there. And then we get to distribute it around all the wallets. So I think that's going to be fun, and I think that's going to keep me so much more motivated to get it finished. So, yep, that's it. The only other thing that I have left is I've got some new savings challenges that I want to start, but I don't know what to put on the trackers. So I'm going to show you the trackers, and then you tell me what you think I should maybe draw on. So, Halloween tracker. Last year I did my spiders with top hats. What can I draw here for a Halloween tracker? Christmas tracker. I mean, although I'm not putting a certain amount on it, it'll still be fun to colour in stuff. Last year it was Christmas trees. What should we do this year? February tracker, because as we found out, January, February, March is just a money pit. Emergency 4K. Well, we're over 3,000 right now, so I'm going to need to think of something to put in here. Cat wallet. Now I was thinking for this tracker, this is for the vet wallet. I was thinking for this one, I could just draw cat vomit. It's gross, I know, but I need to laugh. A new house and new car. So if you can think of anything that I could draw to make my trackers, please let me know. Now, I have gone on for long enough. I promise you, the next time I come back, which will be next week, I will not make my videos so long and I will not bore you to tears. I'm sorry if I have. If you are still here, you're an absolute legend. Again, I am so happy to be back. And I'm sorry that I left for so long. I hope to see you all in the comments and get chatting again, because I have not completely left you. I have been sort of, you know, creeping on the sidelines, watching all your videos. I just went a bit dark for a couple of months. You know, sometimes it just happens where you just sort of hide under the covers and that's it. But anyway, lovely spending time with you. I hope you enjoyed this. If you didn't, sorry. But I'll see you guys all next week for our weekly cash stuffing. It'll all be back to normal. Bye.